Hello one and all, welcome to yet another video. I am on a Southern Irish road trip. That's right guys, so depending how long this is probably going to be in 3 parts because I'll be staying 2 days in Dublin, 3 days in Cork and 3 days in Galway. So how this is going to work guys, I'm probably going to feature Dublin and Kilkenny in the first part. I'll be going to Kilkenny right after Dublin. I've never been to Kilkenny. I hear people say it's great, so I'm looking forward to it. Also, I've never been to Cork. I hear people it's great because that's the home of Beamish and Murphy's. So I'm definitely interested to see what Cork's like. You know, the south part of Ireland. And then between Cork and Galway, we're having a rough idea to go to Kilkenny, which is sort of more west-south bit of Ireland. Then, of course, you have other places like Kerry, Limerick, Dingle. But I think Kilkenny we're going to go to after Cork, which will probably be in the second part. And then in the third part will be Galway. I've been to Galway a few years ago. Galway is amazing. Fun fact, guys. O'Connor's Bar, which is in Salt Hill, that was the pub I had my first ever pint of Guinness. Like, it was the first time I had a pint of Guinness. It was 4 years ago. So I wonder if I'll go there again. And it was a Galway Girl song. In fact, that was filmed there. A song by Ed Sheeran. But I'm just going to try my damnedest to go with the flow. And pubs is what you'll most likely see in this video. Yes, you may see a bit of walk, travel, other elements here and there. And like before we go into, before me and my family go into Dublin, first thing in the morning, we are going to stop at a Apple Green, which I'm going to assume, which will be close to Lisbon. So you might see a film clip of that. But I'm going to capture as much as I can, see what I can do, because it's a big holiday. It's the biggest holiday I've done in a while. And I'm also going to go to Dublin again this coming December for a wee trip. So it'll be much later. I've been to Dublin a few times. It's great. I look forward to going back to Dublin again. Couldn't speak for a minute. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning and see what the crack is. Woohoo! Alright guys, just crossed the border. We are in fact stopping at an Apple Green just before we go into Dublin. So I'm really looking forward to this trip. I'm seeking out some Guinness on this holiday because that's what these travel videos are for. Because that's Ireland for you. I'll maybe include Beamish and Murphy's here and there for the sake of representing Cork when we get to Cork. But really, Guinness of all things is the stout of all stouts. But anyways, going into Apple Green. Alright, just out of Apple Green. Just needed a coffee to boost me up. So next clip will be in Dublin. Woohoo! Alright guys, officially in Dublin now. Checked into one of our rooms. Another room isn't ready just yet, but gonna mooch out for a bit. And yeah, we're in the Trinity Hotel. So far it's pretty good. Yeah, had quite a bit of bags to carry in, so that's why I didn't record earlier. But checked into the hotel, and yeah, if you couldn't tell, guys, it is busy. What appears to be the H&V in Southern Ireland, Tower Records. just to grab a little lunch. I'm gonna pop into Pret Manager. Me and my family just looked in the Tower Records if you're into physical media. Didn't really buy anything because I've got a little too much physical media, so I'm taking a break. But anyways, I'm going into Pret Manager and grab a bite. So just got some bits from Pret Manager. We're gonna go to the wee park area in Dublin and sort of have a wee lunch as a picnic and just take it from there. Guys, it's extremely hot, so at least I've put some cream on before going out, but woohoo. So me and my family often do come to this this sort of park area here. Just had where we lunch picnic. Not too big lunch because I'll be having dinner later at Gotham Cafe, which I've been to a couple of times. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and hopefully we'll fit some Guinness or creamy stout as you call it. The black stuff. But yeah, this is really good spot. At least I've got my Coke so I can cool down during this weather. We're gonna go to Disney Store, which is still open in Dublin, which is good. It is unfortunately closed in Belfast, which I am kind of sad about, but you know what, at least there's the one in Dublin still, and hopefully that'll stay open as long as it can. Alright guys, that is the Disney Store in fact. So there you go, for the advertisement for Toy Story 5 right there. So I didn't record inside because there's loads of people in there, but downstairs they have like a Marvel and Star Wars section, which I love. Then upstairs, the second floor, you have like you have all other Disney bits like Cars, Lion King, Disney Princess. On the first floor you mostly see Toy Story stuff and other bits, so all good times. Another physical media shop just like HMV in UK. Golden Discs, so Tower Records and Golden Discs are your two places if you're into physical media and want to come down in Southern Ireland, do so. So over here is Palace Bar. A couple years ago I've actually been in there. It is actually a really good bar in there, great Guinness there, so but don't worry guys, going into pubs will happen at some point. It's just a lot of shops that my family wanted to look in, which is understandable, but hey, Palace Bar, great spot. So it turns out my family have made a decision to go to Palace Bar in fact, so just looked in CX, we are in fact going to go into Palace Bar. So I guess that's the first Guinness or black stuff, creamy stout of the holiday. Let's take it from there, woohoo. Alright, Palace Bar looks pretty busy outside, so we'll see what happens here. Alright, there's the Guinness, it's just settling. Guys, it is so busy in Palace Bar. For reference, that's a 25 glass. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink. It is settled already. Slanted. The Holly D is just here. Split the G. So looking at my G split attempt, this side's probably better. I really like Palace Bar. This is actually a pretty good bar. Palace Bar, great pub and great Guinness. So that was Palace Bar, a great bar to go to. If you ever come to Dublin, do check it out. Back there's Hard Rock Cafe. A couple years ago I picked up a t-shirt from there, so I'm wearing it. Not that we're going to Hard Rock Cafe on this holiday, maybe next time, but woohoo. So we are walking back to the Trinity Hotel where me and my family are staying in. Over here is Bowe's bar. We're gonna try and maybe go in there. Maybe tomorrow or this evening, I don't know. But that apparently is for contender with Gravediggers as the best Guinness in Dublin. So definitely need to go to Bowe's bar sometime. Alright guys, me and my brother have finally got our room settled. We've got our number and we're gonna crash for a bit. Next clip will be me going out. We'll be going to Gotham Cafe and possibly another pub afterwards. So we'll take it from there. But all in all, Trinity Hotel so far pretty nice. Love the atmosphere. Woohoo! All right, guys. So I just rest up in the hotel for a bit. We are now out and about. It's just gone 5:30, so we are going to Gotham for tea, which is sort of closer to the Temple Bar area, and we're probably gonna go around to the Temple Bar area afterwards, I think. So, which is also roughly where Palace Bar is. Well, just before you go into the Temple Bar area, you have Palace Bar, which you've seen in this video. So, but I'm just gonna go with the flow, see what happens anyway. The Gotham Cafe is going to be the next stop. As far as weather, guys, it's a little cooler than it was, as of right now, feeling the weather, but it's still pretty hot compared to Northern Ireland where I live. So, but all in all, this is great time so far, and I definitely look forward to capturing more. Woohoo! That is insanity. For what we're going to go into, as I said before, guys, the Gotham Cafe. Let's do it. So guys, that was the Gotham Cafe. So I had a wee burger meal. I love my burger meals. Some nice fries. Chips were very nicely seasoned. And then for dessert, I had a cheesecake. Was I think lemon vanilla cheesecake. I think. And so it was pretty amazing. Cheesecake is definitely one of the best desserts out there. So the plan is we are going to go to the Temple Bar area and just see what happens. Back there outside the John Q and next to Gotham Cafe, it was extremely packed outside, so I doubt Temple Bar is probably going to be like that as well, maybe even more so, because Temple Bar is like the most visited popular pub in Dublin as far as I'm aware. So but anyways, I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. So over down here we have the Temple Bar right here. Look how busy it is. If you're going in there, you'd struggle to find somewhere, but I've actually never been, so I can't comment a little more too much. And the prices apparently are pretty expensive and insane. I'm just gonna come down here and capture this angle. Here we go. Guys, I have never seen Dublin this busy before in person. It is pretty insane. I'm gonna capture on this angle here. They've probably still got the lights on from maybe Christmas, I don't know. There's another element of it here. There's the second Guinness of the holiday, the Temple Bar.
We're gonna get you clapping, gonna get you dancing here.
26 glass. I'm gonna take a drink of this. Sorry.
Who's next?
Lovely.
Wow. Well, I didn't expect to go to Temple Bar, but we went in there after all. There's, if you can tell, guys, it is full of tourists. I mean, that shows you how popular Temple Bar is. Captured the best it could. There was some live music going on, not copyright music, thank goodness. Some music going on, you know, traditional music as they call it. So as far as the Guinness goes in the Temple Bar, I think it's pretty solid Guinness. In my opinion, it's not one of the best Guinnesses I've had. As far as this holiday goes, for me, Palace Bar is the best Guinness I've had on this holiday so far. But that was great, going to Temple Bar first time. Unbelievable. There's the Hard Rock Cafe. I've actually been in there once, quite a long time ago. I think I can't remember how long, but looks pretty busy in there. Alright guys, just back in the hotel. Southern Irish potato for some time. Wow, guys. So Temple Bar had live music going on. Just wow. So this might be my last recording of the day, unless anything else pops up. But I'm having a great time so far. So I'm gonna wrap up for today, and then next recording will be probably at some point in the morning, and I'll just see what the flow offers. Good morning, one and all. Woke up over an hour ago, had breakfast up in the hotel room. If you couldn't tell, yesterday I forgot to mention, I did in fact include my family, my mum, my dad, my brother, and when we were at Temple Bar. So today I'm just gonna see what offers. And yeah, yesterday was great, and I look forward to another day here in Dublin. And then tomorrow, which will probably be included in part 2, although I'll include Kilkenny in part 1, possibly, depending how long this video is. What you'll see in part 2, Cork. We'll take it from there. Woohoo! Hair is still a little messy from that sleep, but I'll be okay. But yeah, guys, I'm just wondering about, we're going back to the Temple Bar area, not for another Guinness, too early this time of day. But there is in fact a forbidden plant in Dublin, which I'm going to take a look in, because I am into my movies and all that stuff. So where my thumb's pointing, Mulligan's. Last time when I was up here, I've actually went to Mulligan's, literally just up that way. But what we've got planned today is we're in fact going to the Guinness brewery, the Guinness storehouse itself. So we have plans to go to the Gravity Bar. I'll maybe tell you a bit more about it when we get closer to the time. I'm going to try and not record too much, because I think I've done a little too much yesterday, but I'll see what happens anyway. If you like Heineken, check this out. Check this Forbidden Planet out. I'm gonna go in. So that was Forbidden Planet. It's a great Forbidden Planet. Didn't record there because I didn't want to do anything without the permission, but I love me some Forbidden Planet. It's great. Last time I was in Dublin, went to the Merchant Arch, at least that's what it's called. It's the first Guinness I've had in Dublin. Weather is buzzing. Just looked in CX. There's actually a few CXs in Dublin. In fact, my brother's just in there and I love looking there. It's good for physical media lovers and good to support your retail business as well as supporting hospitality. Support every business so that things can stay alive and live on. Yep, over there is Market Arcades. I might take a look in there, see if I can record anything there. I have that t-shirt. Alright guys, just back in my hotel room. Charlie hotels I've been staying in this video. I'm just resting up, so within an hour's time we're gonna go straight to the Guinness brewery. So we're probably gonna get a taxi because it's quite a bit of a walk for us, so we're gonna travel there. Right now I'm still resting for the time being, and yeah, so far it's been so good. And so when we go to the brewery, first Guinness of the day will be the gravity bar. Then I'll figure out what's later, but yeah, so far it's been pretty good. And yeah, hopefully part 2 and 3 with Cork and Galway goes either way, and if Kilkenny or Kilkenny, wherever, gets put into anywhere that's part 2 or 3, I'll see just how this goes, depending how long this video is, this whole trip in general. So next recording will be at the brewery. Woohoo! Guys, we just got the taxi. There's the Guinness brew right there. Up there is literally the gravity bar, so I have to go like round this way to get in. And yeah. So this is what it roughly looks like from the outside. So have to go in that way. We've booked in 2:30, so I have no idea what's going to happen, whether we're going to get in early or not, but I'm just going to go with the flow, see what happens. This is my second time going to the Guinness brewery. I went there 2 years ago. It was really, really good. I had a stout. See the last time? I'll maybe show a picture of that here. Basically what it is just you get a picture of yourself on top of the Guinness. So out of all the Guinness gate around the storehouse, that is probably my favourite one. That has a classic Guinness title logo on it, which I really love. Great one of the token. Alright guys, I'm in the Guinness storehouse. It's noisy already. Check that train out. I love the look of that train. But yeah guys, I'll not record every aspect in the Guinness storehouse. I'll do the best I can anyway, because this is an Irish road trip 3-part video series. If I was capturing more in the Guinness storehouse, it'd be a video centered around it. But honestly guys, I love the Guinness storehouse. It's amazing. On the next floor there's like a taster where you have a mini Guinness and drink one, so I think we're maybe going to do that. I might not record it, but I'll capture a picture of the wee mini Guinness so I can maybe show you guys. And we'll of course do the gravity bar soon. Alright guys, just out of the tasting room. I'll show a picture right here of what the mini Guinness looks like. So you have like a 2-part session where you get to sort of just smell the different aspects, like the roast, the malt, the hop, yada yada on the Guinness. And then part 2 is, well, actually drinking it. And yeah, but do come here for yourself. And once you book your ticket for the event, it is free to go into. It's just with the Stouty Guinness Academy. You would have to book also the gravity bar, which we're going to go into soon. Woohoo! So there you have the Guinness heart right here. Then it has all the Guinness heart logos throughout the years. Love me the Guinness heart. Like that Guinness heart in general is just pretty iconic. Check this out. Very cool. I overshot my Guinness, but oh well. So yeah guys, this is a great experience overall in the Gravity Bar. First time having Guinness up here. It's actually pretty solid Guinness. I'd say not my favourite Guinness, but you know what? I think it's actually pretty good. Regards to the Guinness glass, it's a 26 glass. This is a tulip glass, what they call it, because it doesn't have Guinness then the golden harp on the back. It just has a harp there. But oh no, that's kind of solid. I'm gonna finish this in one. Just finished the pint. Pretty good. Alright, before we wrap up our wee Guinness storehouse tour, we're gonna have a look in the store, just briefly, just along there. Alright guys, that is the Guinness storehouse. I'm a little tired after going around because it's a lot of walking. So next clip will be at Bowe's, which is a burger place. I think that's what's the name of that place we're gonna go do for tea, and then probably gonna go back to the hotel afterwards and rest for a bit, and maybe at another pub. So where my thumb is pointing is Bowe's Burgers. If you saw, I had a wee glass of water just to sort of have a little break from the Guinness. Oh guys, just watch out. It's okay, even I didn't expect that. So what I was saying, guys, had a wee glass of water just to sort of cool it down from the Guinness for a little while, even though they do beers on draft now. Maybe next time get it if I go back there sometime, maybe. But I would. It was great. Chocolate milkshake. If you're asking me, chocolate milkshake's my favorite type of milkshake. Comment below what your guys' favorite milkshake is. I'm very curious to know. And my usual favorite meal, or burger and fries. So now we're gonna crash for a bit, and then we're going to possibly going to go to Bowe's once we've crashed in our hotel for a little bit, and we'll take it from there. Rory, if you're watching this, there's your kind of shop. Resting up until going to the next pub, which will probably be the last pub in Guinness of Dublin before going to Kilkenny, breaking up between Dublin and Cork. See how it goes with the Irish road trip. Woohoo! Girls are having fun back there, so we're going to try and get into Bowe's and take it from there. Alright, here's my Guinness in Bowe's. Look at this Guinness. Honestly, I've heard this is one of the best out there. 26 glass. I'm gonna take a wee drink and slanch it. Cheers. Am I showing off or what? Another G-split. This is the third time. Maybe if I turn round, it's probably maybe better on this side. I don't know. It's roughly settled anyway, so definitely give myself that. I really love this bar, guys. This is definitely worth coming to. Honestly, that's maybe the best Guinness I've had on this holiday so far. Oh yeah. I really like the coaster. But yeah guys, this is actually a really nice bar. Definitely would come back to Bowe's. Guys, that is a creamer. Unbelievable. So just out of Bowe's, just taking a walk along for a bit. I really love that pub. Definitely would go again. And that's definitely the best Guinness I've had on this holiday so far. So next clip will probably be either be back at the hotel or possibly in Kilkenny, and I'll just see what the float offers and take it from there. Woohoo! Alright guys, just back in the Trinity Hotel, so one more sleep here, and then tomorrow we'll be going to Kilkenny just before we go down to Cork. And Dublin has been such a great time. This is not my final time going to Dublin. I'll be going there again later this December. So you'll see me probably do a video on that. But I really loved Bowe's. Definitely great pub to go to. Also Temple Bar and Palace Bar that you've seen in this video. And of course the Gravity Bar in the Storehouse, so I would recommend going to all of those. So maybe in the near future when I'm back in Dublin for more videos in the future, I'll definitely capture more pubs like Gravediggers. I've been to Gravediggers, what a pub. Also Mulligan's as well, and there's dozens of pubs in Dublin, so I'll definitely be coming back to Dublin for sure. Trinity Hotel, really enjoyed this hotel, and definitely I would recommend coming if you're looking for a hotel to stay in. But yeah, I had some great Guinness, but I think for Dublin I've had enough. Definitely need to try some more now again, because I think anywhere else Dublin do the best Guinness anywhere. But we're still gonna keep going on with the Guinness throughout this road trip anyway, and next recording will probably be in Kilkenny, which will be in part 1 or part 2, probably part 1, but I will see, depending how long this video is, all these parts, this 3-parter video series. But I will see you guys in the next clip. Woohoo! Alright, just arrived in Kilkenny. Looking through the car that I was driving through, trying to find a car park. I've recognised a few pubs. I know we can't do them all. Probably might only do one. If we don't do one, not the other world, I'll try to go with the flow anyway. But I'm very interested to see what Kilkenny has to offer, and if I end up really liking it, then could definitely come back here some other time in the future. Kyteler's in. Got some kegs along there. Got a nice sign there. Got a nice Irish gift shop back there, gotta love them. If we go up over here, Matt the Miller's is a pub in Kilkenny. I've heard that is good. There's quite a few pubs in Kilkenny that I've searched, and there's quite a few of them. So far, guys, I'm really liking Kilkenny. This is actually a really good spot to come to. It's my first time coming here, in fact. It's actually very hot. I heard it was going to be very hot coming here today in Kilkenny, so but yeah, so far so good. So the plan is, guys, before moving on to Cork, down to Cork, we're going to go to Kyteler's Inn, which is one of the pubs in Kilkenny. I'm going to seek out their Guinness, see what it's like. Alright, here's the Guinness. Looks like it's settled, so I'm gonna take a wee drink. Keep forgetting to show the year, but anyways, that's a 22 glass. Look at the domage. Slange it. I undershot that. Kyteler's Inn is quite nice, I like it. Good pint. So that was Kyteler's Inn. That's actually a nice spot. I'd probably go back there. But our next recording is probably going to be in Cork, so which will be in part 2 of this Irish road trip video series. See you down in Cork.